So I sold her. She's a Victroila. She's 106 years old. She does work. It's loud,
He's a deep sea diver with a stroke that sings around.
Had her about 6 years. And not for the life of me find the volume control. Okay, so today in the life of a dad, we need to change the oil on this beast. It takes 16 quarts. So the first step was to go to the parts store and get rid of the oil, the used oil from the last time. I think those hold 2.5 gallons, but I changed a lot of oil. Fortunately, I already have 5 filters because I went in Amazon and bought a case. I've got my big pans. I get the engine warmed up, and this is some extra oil that came with the truck. So I think they're 4 quarts a gallon in there. I'm not sure which. And then I've got most of that 2.5 gallons. So I'm pretty sure I've got close to the 4 gallons I need. But ironically, I went to dump the oil, not dump, but recycle the oil at the parts store, and then I went shopping. So this I need for the Marauder. It's automatic transmission fluid, and they're normally like $4 a quart, but they were in closeout for $1.40. And then this is for my BMW, which takes 7 quarts, and I've got 10 there, and those are $1.55. Those are normally $8 a piece. Then ironically, I tried to order some of this, and they're on back order. So I've got some of that. I ran out of detailer for inside. I need a rust reformer in general because everything I own is rusty. And then Seafoam was on sale, so I meant to just get rid of oil and bought about the same amount of fluids back, but only spent like 60 bucks, so I'm pretty happy. So Spike's all ready to change the oil. You can see he's in the oil changing position. This piece is so big that I don't even really have to raise it. I can just slide underneath there. So this is what the rust reformer's for. The rust is kind of exposing itself, so looks like this spring I'll be dealing with that. I'll have to sand all that down and deal with that, but in the short term we'll just spray some rust reformer on her to hopefully keep it at bay. So here we go. Okay, we're all done. That's the majority of the oil. So got the pan draining into there. Had to fight with the oil filter. There's no grips on the side of this, and it's right up against the engine. It's about 1/8 of an inch clearance, so I thought I would use this after my hands failed me. And you can't really get into it because there's a suspension piece right here. So then I thought I'd use this beast, but this wouldn't fit between the oil pan and the filter. So I ended up using what I did the last time, screwdriver jam through there, which is great, except this filter's upside down and it leaks oil all over you, hence the second oil pan here. I did empty those bottles, so I'm happy about that because I much prefer the single 2.5 gallon. I used about half of that, so she's got about 15 quarts in her, so she's good for another 7,000 miles. This is semi-synthetic DA oil, which I didn't realize because it looked pretty generic to me, but there's a little DA symbol right up there. So, but this is actually pretty darn good oil, so this may be good for 10,000 miles, but I think we're going to switch to synthetic on the next go around. Though Costco has some really good oil cheap. So we'll see you in about 8 months. Okay, welcome to A Dad Life of a Dad. So last fall I put in these 2 speakers here and here. This is called Atmos. And the reality is I'm supposed to have 4. So I have 4 speakers. So last night I measured out where they're going to be. So I wanted them a certain distance, equal distance from my ears, front to back. And then I want them in a line, side to side. So it was actually fairly painful to measure from the walls out. I did use my laser beam. So that's today's goal, is to make some more holes. So I fortunately already ran the wires. So I think I have to hook the wires up here. Are they already hooked up? I don't know. No, these are remaining, so I gotta hook those up. But that's pretty easy compared to what it was to put all the holes in there. So this is all the wiring that I have. Internet, there's an antenna up on the roof for the FM. I got the speakers on the sides. I got speakers up above. I got the speakers in the back. There's another speaker over there. Most of these are Magnepans. Magnepan doesn't make a ceiling, so I went with those. So yeah, and then of course we got to go in the attic, which is always not fun. I did buy this kit here for making the hole. This is kind of cute. It's got the special attachment, and then that attachment fits in here and provides an airtight seal. So, but fortunately, speakers are upstairs in the attic, safely hidden away, and I need to figure out what the distance is. But I can go to 7 inches. Hopefully, it's less than 7. That'll be interesting. So while we're there, we'll put some of these boxes away. The attic. Okay, so I got the box out for the speakers, and of course it's 9.5, and my fancy tool is 7.5 max. So they gave me this nice little template here, and I've got a rolling cutter that I'm going to use this time. So basically this goes in the center hole, rotates a little wheel, and it cuts the drywall paper and paint and all that, and then makes a nice circle that I follow it through by hand with a handsaw. So I took my drill and made a hole, and I stuck a wire up there because when I go up there, there's up to 18 inches plus of insulation. So of course I could fight it by that speaker and just go forward. So we're gonna go up in the attic, which is really freaking hot, even though it's 60 degrees out. But I knew that, but I also forgot that. Well, this clearly tells you why I bought that fancy kit, to prevent making a mess. I've got drywall everywhere on myself. Hole's done. This is kind of funny because when it fell down, it sounded like it was not drywall. Because I put such a thick coat. I skim coated this entire ceiling 3 times. So it's got a very, very thick coat of drywall paste on it. So she's very sturdy. So, but my hole's done. But it's a little cooler up there now. God, I can feel the heat coming right down from there. Yay. So another little tidbit, I didn't run the wires up the wall. I thought I did. Apparently I didn't. So I gotta order more wire because I can't find the wire. Probably because I ran out of wire, and run the wires up the wall, which is not that easy. Yeah, fun. So they recommend that I tape the inside of the hole so the vibrations won't work the drywall loose. I think what's a better idea is just painting with drywall primer, because that binds the drywall together and gives a good seal. So I put a coat on there. I think after dinner I'm gonna make the other hole, paint both of those twice, and then put the speakers in and order the cable.